Make Stevie Wonder judge on The Voice, so every audition is a true blind audition.
That's not a crazy idea, that's a great idea. Just gouge out the eyes of the regular hosts. The hilarious cruelty of starting him in the forward position and making him press a button that spins him toward the audience. You underestimate Stevie's highly developed sense of smell.
Reverse lottery. The entry fee is $10,000. The vast majority of people get their entry fee back plus a little more. One person gets nothing.
You just described the stock market, my dude. When my friends go to at a restaurant, we do credit card roulette for the bill. We all throw our cards in the center and have the waiter pick one randomly without looking. Winner gets to pay the bill. No one loses anything lottery. Everyone gets their original investment back within a year. All investments are put into a one-year CD for that year and all the profits. The return past original investment from the CD goes to one person who wins the lottery. It isn't random like your suggested method, and not nearly the scale. But dietbet.com does essentially what you're describing. You bet somewhere from $25 to $150 per game that you will lose 4% of your body weight in 4 weeks. Those who meet the goal get at least their money back. Anyone who does not meet the goal loses their bet, and the winners split the loser's money, minus the website fees. I've won about $125 over 5 bets, betting a total of $325 across those games. You can play up to 3 games in parallel, so losing 4% once will let you win 3 games.
Start referring to mass shooters as Shooter 1, Shooter 2, and so on. It avoids using their name and demonstrates how quickly the number rises.
Until there are like 50 shootings on the day after shooting number 99 because everyone wanted to be shooter number 100. People will just start thinking that it's a hoax set up by the government, like they did when they wouldn't reveal what was on the note that the Vegas shooter wrote, or just name mass shootings like hurricanes. For example, in 2019 the first one will be shooting Andrea, followed by shooting Barry, shooting Chantal, and so on. I say just refer to all of them as Homo Jones.
Make bathrooms pay to enter, but you get your money back if you wash your hands.
If Roller Coaster Tycoon taught me anything, you can never under any circumstances charge even 10 cents for the bathroom. That right there is the single least crazy idea I have ever heard. I have a friend who is a chef. I told him that if he ever gets his own restaurant, I am going to wire the bathroom with some logic. Assuming a single-room bathroom. If the urinal or toilet flush motion sensor triggers and the door opens before the motion sensor on the sink goes off, it will flash a big sign facing the person leaving the room that says "Didn't wash hands." He loves the idea. So like the Aldi's of bathrooms then. What if you enter and only wash your hands, then do you get a return on your investment?
Have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson prepare different meals behind a curtain, then have the audience or guest stars guess what he made solely by smell. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
What do you think this dish smells like? Quote, well, I think there's a hint of ROAS. It doesn't matter what you think. Quote, every 10 minutes, can you smell? And they have to guess. Genius would watch. There was a book out in the 90s for kids focused on wrestler-themed dishes. I don't remember most except The Rock had smackaroni and cheese, and that joke was used ad nauseum. Sounds like the basis of a good Saturday Night Live sketch when The Rock is on.
Next time the United Airlines CEO has a restaurant reservation, allow him to take his seat. Then shortly thereafter tell him he must give up his table for restaurant employees and take a later reservation as he has been involuntarily bumped. Film the fit he has and then call the police. He has to pay for his meal first, then kick him out. Nah. Tell him he's being voluntarily bumped, and when he doesn't jump out of his seat, tell him he's no longer welcome on the property.
Immediately call the police and have a warrant put out for charges of trespassing. I'm sorry, sir. The staff need your table. We need you to volunteer to leave. You can get a comparable seat tomorrow and here's $5 for your trouble. Better yet, the best payback would be at a doctor's visit. Let the nurses get him to a room. Then come in and say the time slot was overbooked and he will have to leave. Then let him know that he was chosen not out of medical necessity but because he was paying less for the visit.
Instead of showing women ultrasounds before they get an abortion, show them video of children dying from polio, whooping cough, etc. before they decide not to vaccinate.
That's a good idea actually. That Penn and Teller video does a good job summing it up. As someone that is suffering with ocular shingles as I write this, I stand behind my choice to vaccinate my 2 girls so they never have to go through this hell. Don't want to vaccinate? Come visit me. I'm a week into this living hell. We will see if your opinion changes. That's a good idea, not a crazy one. Before the anti-vaxxers come and tell you to get woke and stop believing the lies.
Dress up like Ronald McDonald. Enter a McDonald's and tell random customers they win free fries for life. Also fire some employees.
This one actually seems like fun. Get a friend to dress up like the Hamburglar and savagely beat the fucking shit out of him with a fry basket while screaming, "You see this? You see this right here? This is mercy, you fucking scumbag." Don't fire the poor teenagers. Promote them. Ronald McDonald is a generous Jesus-like man. He turns water into hamburgers and Coca-Cola. Stumble in with a fake gunshot wound. Claim one of King's men have shot you and they're coming to take this post at all cost.
A house buying show where the buyers are millennials and they can't afford any of the houses.
Maybe the show could be a millennial couple and they tour both their parents' houses to determine which one to move into. The show hosts then turn a small section of the house they choose into a slightly more live-able arrangement. Here we have a cozy 1-bedroom, small bathroom, no dishwasher, no laundry, street parking, and no pets. $1,200 per month plus utilities. Wow, OMG Steve, it's everything I've always wanted. Quote, hold on Susan, this seems a bit lavish. We can't afford all these amenities. I'm a part-time substitute teacher, and my husband makes and sells fingernail art on Etsy. We're looking for a home with a 3-car garage, granite countertops, and lots of space to entertain. Our budget is $1.8 million every episode of House Hunters. I'm a cashier and my husband is a freelance writer. Our budget in $2 million. Oh honey, look at the size of this closet, I can fit all my shoes in there, teehee. Oh honey, look at this basement. This can be my man cave.
Public toilets that weigh your own poop and show it on a scoreboard for competition.
Public toilets would get 10 times more visited. Edit. Also, cheaters could cheat easily by adding extra weight to their dumps. By the way, Op was most likely crapping a big one while this idea came up. Edit 2. Since it's a contest about huge poop lugs, we would all need a poop knife in every toilet. Custom leaderboards such as personal best and employee of the month. Also, let us nickname each session. It'd be pretty neat to see the Bono on the top of the board. I love everything about this. We must use blockchain and have a global leaderboard.
Have Terry Crews do a commercial for Old Spice with the Spice Girls introducing him as the newest member, Old Spice, for their one-night return concert.
This sub is for crazy ideas, not fucking amazing ideas. None of those women wanna have to be upstaged by Terry Crews. Are half-decent ideas. I bet every 5 years or so, someone at Old Spice marketing pitches this. I can't for THR life of my think why they keep turning it down. It seems like a no-brainer.
Hire a female prostitute. Tell her to meet you at a fancy restaurant, and ask her to pretend to be your colleague from the bank. Hire a male prostitute, and tell him the same thing. Reserve the table next to theirs and listen to them trying to improvise sexy bank-themed dialogue at each other.
I think someone's tried getting two call center workers to talk to each other and they figured it out pretty fast. I'd like to see which professions are the best at recognizing each other. This is even better than hiring two private investigators and asks them to follow each other. Real recognizes real, and verse vice. Oh, so pay other people money for me to not have sex. Got it.
Slip a resignation letter on Donald Trump's desk with the words "Executive Order" at the top. See his response when he signs it.
Take someone else's idea, slip your name on it, see how many upvotes you can get. This is actually fantastic. Bannon will just have an EO putting himself in charge of everything. Oh wait, he did. Someone has been watching the young pope.